Hey everybody, welcome back. So, I am now in a new place, so I'm trying to get used to a new recording setup. I'm basically laying horizontally on a recliner to make this sound nice. So I wanted to go into Polymer Labs, mostly because this is actually a pretty interesting place when it comes to other runs that I've done. And it's It's also because I just like the aesthetic of this place.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs.
Sure, the world may have ended, but why not sit at a desk all day?
Let's see what employment opportunities we have available for
I
someone
skipped
given
out on
the
accident.
qualifications. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have condensed the employment test accordingly. Question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
Sounds like you need me regardless, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Calculating test results. I am pleased to offer you the position of lab assistant. Expect a bright future in observing test equipment. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Please note that employee enthusiasm is factored into your yearly reviews.
Let's reload that and actually put on my charisma stuff before she asks. There we go.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
Sure, I'm game.
Let's begin the interview. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have condensed the employment test accordingly. Question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
1 second, I just realized that the audio is low.
Sounds like you need me regardless, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Calculating test results.
Got it.
I am pleased to offer you the position of sales coordinator. Expect a loquacious future in haggling for military funding. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
Orientation?
The orientation is intended to provide the new employee with a history of the company to enrich their working experience. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
You asked me that before, but yeah.
Sure, why not?
Wonderful.
Put on my stuff again. Oh, while we're here, I switched out my pistol with the incendiary pistol. Incendiary. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. If I take anything, it'll alert the security system, and I don't want to do that just now.
Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation.
I guess the only empty seat.
The genesis of Cambridge Polymer Labs lies in the research of a group of brilliant graduate students. John Elwood, Erica Woolham, and Wilfred Burton met during their time together at CIT. This slide shows them at their graduation. Their research into nucleostrictive and piezoelectric polymers caught the attention of Colonel George Kemp in the fall of 2073. In the spring of 2074, the company was founded, with a generous grant provided by the Defense Experimental Research Project Initiative. The research produced here has resulted in several of the components used in the Liberty Prime project that led to the successful defense of Anchorage. The company enjoys a strong relationship with the military and welcomes your addition to the research team that helps build a better America. Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work. Complimentary beverages are provided for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave in the break room.
Hey, Preston, don't touch any of the food. I have a bad feeling about it. Okay. Ooh. Take. That one's empty. Oh, it's sad. Nope. Take it anyway. Yeah, I know I just said not to take food.
Sales staff are provided with a business suit, the cost of which will be deducted from your first commission. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room.
Okay. Let's see if there's any... Who puts a Deathclaw hand in this locker? What the heck? Oil.
That just looks like junk to me.
Dude, it's labeled. Get off my back. Stim pack, soap for oil. Puff out more oil.
The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention.
She wants me to wear...
And welcome to the team. Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones.
Somebody's got them many
Consequently,
working overtime.
staff will not be allowed to leave the labs until the piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignments. Starting decontamination sequence.
Contamination detected.
Okay then. An exterior door. Unavailable to the security lockdown. An interior door. Nope. Okay. So, as you can see, we are now locked in. You know, not too annoying. The problem is we're stuck in here with. So we have a bunch of overly irradiated scientists. Trying to do an experiment where they need to combine things together. Scan loaded reagents. Hydrochloric acid. Okay. We need to find all of them to get the right ones. I always forget what the correct sequence is. Maybe it's on this computer. Project thesis. Internal studies have led us to hypothesize that taking a known piezoelectric material, lead zirconium titanate, and properly applying a polymer of gold and lithium hydrate to a localized conversion of ionizing radiation to electrical energy might be achieved. This method of compact energy harvest may provide suitable for application to pre-existing power armor currently in use by U.S. Armed Forces. Dr. Erica. Initial tests prove that the methodology is sound. Radioactive energy harvest is 115, oh, not 100, 15 times higher than current automotive fusion engines. Unfortunately, there are still problems that we need to overcome. The ionic excitation in the gold that produces the harvestable electrons also create a buildup in thermal waste. The heat is not substantial. From a macro perspective, but due to low shear modulus, the gold suspension in the nanoweave start to break down quickly under extended use. We're going to attempt to change the dosing pattern on the gold to produce thinner strands through the material. The increased surface area should help dissipate the thermal energy, much like a heat sink. Tensile strain. The newer dosing patterns have been successful at dissipating the heat generated by the reaction, taking a slight hit to the harvest efficiency, but extended the static material lifeline from a matter of days to several years. While this is, from our perspective, already a successful experiment, the project parameters require flexible lining to be applied to power armor. Seems we underestimated the tensile strain that the armor produces, and the thinner gold weave in the material ends up shredding, so to speak. Go under heavy use. Colonel Kemp was less than pleased and threatened to pull the funding if we can't produce the promised results, so we need to go back to a thicker weave, find a different way to solve the thermal dissipation issue. We've been trapped in the lab for 4 days now, and tensions are running high. The team is fractured and falling apart. They don't know what is going on outside, and have started making attempts to escape the lab. While I was sleeping, they managed to cut a hole through the thinner interior wall of the clean room, but have been unable to break through the hardened outer wall. Will started talking with some of the others about going at the problem from a more oblique angle, which got me thinking about the thermal dissipation problem when it dawned on me. If we change the dosing pattern so it isn't producing nanoholes perpendicular to the surface but instead at an angle, we might be able to reflect the most direct radioactive particles by trapping only those coming in at an oblique angle to the material. We would achieve a lower energy harvest, but the heat dissipation issues might be solved. Tom, Mary, and I are going to gather the samples needed to try it. We've been unable to gather the samples needed to try the new dosing pattern. Will has locked himself in one of the labs and has been attempting to hack into the administrative systems. We tried to get the U-238 we need for the isotope containment. He locked it down, leaving Mary stranded inside. He said he was going to set the faculty defense system so it looks like the lab was breached. This will unlock the clean room. This will also activate the automated defenses, which will assist as attackers. He means to fight his way out, but that's suicide. He's the only one in the lab with military training, and we don't even have real weapons. Tried to tell him that we can complete the project. That we can complete the project, that we have the answer now, but he refuses to see reason and doesn't believe John will actually let us out. We managed to pull down part of the ceiling in C1, which will get us into utility crawl space. Can't get us out, but it should be able to get us above the lab Will has barricaded himself in. I don't like it, but we have to get the drop in on him. Internal mail. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Sent a runner down to Joe's for coffee and donuts. Yeah. Erica, I've sent an explanation to the team, but I need you to know what is actually going on. Please do not share this with anyone else. It may start a panic. This morning I got a call from Colonel Kemp, and he told me to keep our team in the lab, but before I could ask, he hung up. The sound you heard outside was an atomic bomb going off. Seems to have hit the southwest of the city. Phone lines have been jammed, but I found a way to keep Kemp's liaison. Found a way to reach Kemp's liaison, and he informed me that they could only afford a detail to escort us to safety if we have vital military assets or intelligence. That is why we need to get the product finished. I love you, and I know you can do this. John. Bergman. Oh, so this is Will. I'm not letting John play Tyrant any longer. The isotope containment is leaking, and he still won't let us out. We've gone through his updated security subroutines, and it's only a matter of time until I get control of the facility defenses. He's so busy trying to keep me out of the clean room controls, he probably hasn't realized that by triggering a faculty breach sweep, all the doors will open to allow robots access. We are fighting our way out, and then I'll deal with your husband, Will. Okay. So that must be the rest of the team. Actually, Preston, I've gotten most of them. Okay, that's one crit banked.
Looks like somebody's chemistry. Got company.
Okay. Paintbrush. Toy alien. You know, there's a lot of things I'll just kind of like wave off as, oh, well, that's okay. It's limitation of the game, but why is there multiple paintbrushes on these guys? That just doesn't make sense to me. Man, that looked really cool. I was standing back to back as we were firing. Here's the other one. There's more guys sitting around, but office desk fan. Let's just grab the important stuff. Like this sample. Ooh, hazmat suit. The hazmat Brahmin skull. Huh? How did it get in here? Sorry, that just stunned me. It's like there's a lot about this area that's just kind of weird. Aluminum canister. All of this is glass, so we don't really need it. Jerk. I like how the fire effect comes out of the gun. So it almost looked like that the fire sprouted from my face. Fine, I'll take the stuff around as well. Jeez. Okay. Duct tape. Oh, I didn't need that. Let's finish checking out the bottom floor. A stope containment terminal. Identified. I do know that inside the locked room is the last, is one of the things I need. Huh. So it's either one from green. Sorry, it's one for sewer, two from green. Or it could be the double E's. There was nothing else with the double E's. Huh. I actually can't figure out which one this is. It's not that. Oh, that's weird. I can't actually figure out which one it is. Huh. Where? There we go. Huh.
I'm in.
I don't know how it was that, but okay. Security door controls, open door.
Did you find anything useful?
Yeah, more enemies.
Make every shot count.
Okay. Wait. Before we go any further. Hazmat suit. A glowing one. How about we switch to something a little bit stronger, eh? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't put me back. Don't put me back where I think you're gonna put me back. Dude. Dude, do not do this. I'll see you guys next time.